Assalamualaikum. My name is Aishata. Now I am going to present my presentation about a concept map from the Space and Language Processing Book 21 chapter, and the chapter name is Coreference Resolution. This presentation is designed for Mr. Nazid Alim Rasul sir, who is our course instructor, Advanced Syntactic Pattern Recognition course, and the course code is CC713. Let's start concept map that I had designed with the help of Lucidchart website. Here is my concept map about Coreference Resolution chapter, and now I will explain part by part. First, we have to know about the definition of the Coreference Resolution. It is the task of finding all expression that refer to the same entity in a text. It is an important step for a lot of higher-level NLP tasks that involve natural language understanding, such as document summarization, question answering, and the information extraction. Another important component of language understanding is knowing who is being talked about in a text. This coreference resolution chapter is consisting of 9 parts. So first part is coreference phenomena linguistic background. Here it is. So in these sections offers some linguistic background on reference phenomena. Introducing the 4 types of referring, describe how these are used to evoke and access entities in the discourse model, and talk about linguistic features of the anaphor and antecedent relation. First step is types of referring expressions. These parts consist of a few parts. Indefinite reference generally introduce into the discourse context entities that are new to the hearer. Definite reference, such as via NPs that use the English article the, refers to an entity that is identifiable to the hearer. Another form of the definite reference is pronominalizations used for entities that are extremely silent in the discourse. So demonstrative pronouns that and that can appear either along or the determines. Instead of using a pronoun, in some languages it is possible to have an anaphor that has no lexical realization at all, called a zero anaphor and the zero pronoun. Names can be used to refer to both new and old entities in the discourse. Next part is information status. Mentions can be definite NPs or indefinite NPs. Pronoun, including zero pronouns or names. The surface form of an entity mention is linked to its information status, that is also consists of new, old, or inferable, and how accessible or silent the entity. Some NPs are not referring expression, such as Planostic it in, it is raining. The third part is complications, non-referring expression. Many noun, phrase, or the other nominal are not referring expression, although they may bear a confusing superficial resemblance. An appositional structure is a noun phrase that appears next to the head noun phrase describing the head. Predictive and the abbreviative NPs describe properties of the head noun. Many uses of pronoun like it is in English and corresponding pronoun in the other languages are non-referential. Another kind of expression that does not refer back to an entity explicitly evoked in the text in generic reference. This is the last subsection of this section's linguistic properties of the coreference relationship. So number 1, number agreement, person agreement, gender or noun, class agreement, binding theory constants, recurrency, grammatical rule, verb semantic, selectional restrictions, so which are important to build up of this part. Now the second section, whose name is Coreference Tax and the data set. So it can formulate the tax of coreference resolution as follows. Given a text T, find all entities and the coreference links between them. It evaluates the tax by comparing the links our system creates with those in human created goal coreference annotations on T. Coreference is usually evaluated by the CONLLF1 score, which combines 3 matrices MUC with 3 as well as the CEAFE. A number of corpora marks richer disclosed phenomena. Third part name is mention detection. The first stage of coreference is mention detection, finding the spans of text and the constitute each mention. Mention detections algorithms are usually very liberal in proposing candidates mentions and only filtering later. For example, many systems run parsers and name entities triggers and on the text and extract very span that is either an NP, a progressive pronoun, or a name entity. Rule-based systems appropriately a detector also used in the system. And the fourth important part is architectures for coreference algorithm. Modern system is for coreference are based on supervised neural machine learning supervised from the hand level dataset like onto node. In these sections, they overview the various architecture of modern systems using the categorization of NG 2010, which distinguishes algorithm based on whether they make each coreference decision in a way that is entity-based, representing each entity is discourse model or only mention-based, considering each mention independently, and whether they use ranking models of directly compare potential incident. Section 5 name is classifiers using hand-built features. So hand-built features play an important role in coreference, whether as the sole input to classification in pre-neural classifiers or as augmentations to the automatic representation learning used in the state-of-the-art neural system. Section 6 that is called a neural mention ranking algorithm. Also, it is important part that consists of neural mention ranking system. BILSTM encoder is replaced with the BERT inference time, which consists of prune, and the last part is antecedent. Section 7 evaluation of coreference resolution. So coreference systems are evaluated by comparing with goal entity levels using the precisions or recall matrix like MUC, V3, CEAF, BLANC or LEA. Section 8, it is an important and interesting thing. So window grid schema problem. So from early on in the field, researchers have noted that some cases of coreference are quite difficult, seeming to require word knowledge or sophisticated reasoning to solve. And finally, the last section is this, that is gender bias in coreference. As with other aspects of language processing, coreference model exhibits gender and the other biases. Modern coreference algorithms perform significantly worse on resolving feminine pronouns than masculine pronouns in GFP. This system based on but contextualized word representation shows similar bias. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.